With you.
And also with you.
This is a proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. In those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day that Noah entered the ark. They did not know until the flood came and carried them all away. So will it be so at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be out in the field. One will be taken, the other one will be left. 2 women will be grinding at the mill. One will be taken, and one will be left. Therefore stay awake, for you do not know on which day your Lord will come. Be sure of this, if the master of the house had known the hour of night when the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake and not let his house be broken into. So too you must be prepared, for at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." My sisters and brothers, this is the good news of our salvation.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I miss living up north because up north I could see all the signs of the times, of the changes that we are entering into. I recall living in Maryland and seeing in the fall the flock of Canadian geese heading south and hearing them honking as they were going. It was a beautiful sight. The air was crisp and cool. You could smell people's chimneys burning. I remember a time when you could smell people burning brass, the leaves from the trees they had raked. You could see the colors changing. It was a calliope of beautiful colors up there. Down here we have some signs. A little coolness in the air the other day, not too much. It was, all of 70, and people were bringing out their sweaters and stuff. I brought them out because I figured I'll never wear them, so I might as well wear one. So I wore it to work. I took it off when I was inside the office because it was too cold, too hot. You see wonderful things and not so wonderful things. I remember it was still Halloween, and one of our secretaries at work said, "Can you believe that there are Christmas trees out at Home Depot already?" I said, "My God, it's not even Advent yet." I mean, my liturgy professor would have a cow if he saw that. We weren't even allowed to put the tree up until like the week before Christmas and decorate the chapel the day before Christmas Eve. But there are other wonderful things. We have the tradition of giving gifts, and a couple of the girls at work are pregnant. And they're starting to show signs of their pregnancy. And they are dragging, they're tired because they're not sleeping well, etc., and just showing a little bit more and more as time goes by. And people are going crazy buying, or thinking, what am I going to give so-and-so? What does the baby need? You don't know if it's a girl or a boy yet. Wait. No, but you buy yellow clothing in case it's a boy or a girl. Or, but wait. Give them a gift certificate to get them a box load of Pampers or something useful, and on and on and on and on. And then we go crazy ourselves, buying gifts and going crazy with Black Friday and all these other things. But thinking about the pregnant girls at work, there's another girl that I hear of, a little Jewish girl who maybe 14 or 15 years old, and she's pregnant too. And she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to buy this child. What are we going to buy this child? What are we going to do for this child? The baby doesn't have a crib. The baby doesn't have Pampers. The baby doesn't have stuffed toys. She's not registered at Toys R Us or Kmart or Walmart or any of those wonderful places where she can buy all these things. And I started wondering, what are we going to buy this poor little child who doesn't have anything? Not a bed for to sleep in, not a pillow for his head, but just the breath of the animals to keep him warm. But that's to come yet. He's not born yet. She's still pregnant. She's not delivered yet. But what are we going to do for this child? What could we possibly give him? You all know that I'm a psychiatrist, and sometimes when you hear everybody's problems, and in ministry that happens to us sometimes, we become drained. We become angry sometimes that these people are dumping on us, and we are sometimes short with them. And what I'm going to give this Christ child is a little more patience and a little more compassion, and a little more love for my patients. What are you going to give that child? Are you going to be a little more patient, a little more loving and caring towards your spouse, your husband, your wife, your friends? I'm going to be more patient and loving with my brothers, as I hope they will be with me, and with everyone around me. That child needs not so much a pillow, not so much a bed or a crib. He needs our hearts so that he can rest his head on our hearts. A heart filled with love, compassion, and mercy. Because when that child turns around and it's his time to give us, what is he going to give us? Hopefully, love, compassion, and mercy. And that child will eventually give us his peace. And that is all I have to say for today. It's short and to the point. Prepare your hearts for this child who is to come. He's not here yet, but get your hearts ready. Make it nice and soft and cushy, filled with love and mercy and compassion, so that he